Hi, welcome back. So here we are right now doing Lower Antelope Canyon tours. So we just drove here. Our tour time is like 1:15, but you have to be here by like 20 minutes before. This is basically COVID times. They're asking you to sign a COVID waiver, which means if you take your mask off, they will escort you out. And this is the place. So basically, it's the if you can see the car coming from the top. If you take a right, that's where you go for upper canyon tours, and if you take a left within a couple of miles you go for lower canyon tour. And I'm sorry, lower canyon tour. And we have booked ours with Dixie's. There are a couple of companies here, and this is the main building. You go there. So I'm going to enter the main building right now. So right here you come in the line, sign the waiver, then back that way you go for your tour. We just came through the building into the back patio and we are waiting for our ride, and from there we'll be proceeding to lower canyon tours. We just left our for the trip. There is no pickup vehicle. These are small lower Antelope Canyon hiking tour in a group of 7 to 8 people with a guide. So here we start. So as soon as the hiking begins, I guess this is a short hike. It's pretty muddy, so make sure you wear your hiking boots so that sand doesn't get inside your shoes. I want to stress one thing: when you're out in open sun, it's pretty direct sunlight and sun rays, so it's pretty warm. But as soon as you go into canyons, it's a shaded area and it's like 15 to 20 degree cooler. So you might choose to bring layers of clothes depending on the weather and wind conditions. Areas are prone to flash flooding, so you have to stay with your group and guide all the time. Today seems to be pretty sunny day, so I don't think this is a concern for today. But here we start the downward descent. We are coming from that building. It has been literally 5 minutes we have been walking so far. So right here we start our downward descent. It's not a regular sand, it's more of a petrified sandstone right now. So we will be going down. We are waiting for our turn with our group. So here we start our first descent, and then there are stairs. Look a bit tricky right now. These are narrow stairs we'll be using to get down to the lower Antelope Canyon, and from where this is where we are coming from. We start using the stairwell, which is very steep, so we have to be careful. And that's pretty steep, so people are going backwards. That's pretty steep stairs. Now we are down into the canyons. Wow, these are basically V-shaped, broader at the upper end and narrower right here. And this is the first chamber and looks awesome. This is the first chamber. Now we'll proceed further, and there are more staircases up a stair to go. Beautiful part. Moving ahead. They're pretty narrow to navigate. That's fun. I think so far they look more fun than the upper canyon. They're pretty narrow to navigate. That's pretty cool and neat. And let's get ahead. Pretty narrow. They are V-shaped, like broader at the top and narrower at the bottom.
Be careful and watch the steps.
And again, pretty narrow passage. And wow, to be frank, camera doesn't do any justice. That's how narrow it is.
Yeah, don't forget to look back, guys. Jack Sparrow on this side. The wall here.
Beautiful colors. An arch right there. Those are brilliant, beautiful yellow, orange, red. Going further down, these are really narrow. And this is pretty narrow to navigate. This is absolutely gorgeous.
बेटा बस बन
And again this part. And there's few stairs. The exit of this canyon. Right here is the exit. And this is the way we go out. Wow. Basically the ceiling of those narrow lower Antelope Canyon we were filming from inside. That's the top view. If you are up on the top, you can't even tell there's a canyon down below. Pretty cool, huh? Finally we got done, and this is like literally 2 minutes of walk back to that building, and then we'll take our car and head back. It was pretty awesome. I think in my view it was far much better than the upper Antelope Canyon. Those are my personal views. Lighting was much better, slightly more challenging. So if you have some sorts of disability, small kids carrying in the arm, maybe a little bit challenging because the stairs are narrow. I just saw old lady trip right behind us. So watch your head, be careful, be strong, and enjoy the trip.